Commander Lily West stood at the landing pad watching the sky. Today would change history. The first Veldorian diplomat was coming to Earth, and Lily was chosen to be her host. 5 minutes to arrival, said a voice in her earpiece. Lily checked, her uniform one last time. She had studied Veldorian customs for weeks. Their species had only made contact with humans 1 year ago. Both sides were still learning about each other. The ship appeared first as a bright dot in the sky. It grew, larger, shaped like a teardrop made of silver metal. It landed without a sound, much smoother than any human ship could manage. A door opened in the side of the ship. Lily stood straight and took a deep breath. This was it. The alien who stepped out was tall, almost 7 feet in height. Her skin was silver, not like metal but like the inside of a seashell. She had a human-like shape, but moved with a strange grace that seemed too perfect. Her face had 2 large eyes that changed colors like oil on water. She had no hair, but patterns on her skin that moved slightly like ripples on water. Ambassador Nixara Zelfine, Lily said with a small bow, just as she had practiced. Welcome to Earth. The alien's mouth curved into what might have been a smile. Commander Lily West, I am honored to be your guest. Her voice had an echo to like she was speaking from inside a cave. Lily led the ambassador to the special rooms that had been prepared at the embassy. A team of workers had spent months making sure everything would be comfortable for a Veldorian. They had adjusted the air, the light, and even the gravity to match the alien's homeworld. But as they arrived, a worker ran up to them looking worried. Commander, we have a problem, he said. The environmental systems are failing. The rooms won't be ready for at least 3 days. Lily felt a moment of panic. This was a diplomatic disaster. Where could an alien ambassador stay? All other suitable places were too far away. Is there a problem? Nixara asked. Her face was hard to read, but she seemed calm. The place we prepared for you isn't working correctly, Lily explained. We need to find somewhere else for you to stay. The alien tilted her head. Is your home nearby, Commander? Yes, but... Lily started. Then I shall stay with you, Nixara said simply. It is an honor among my people to share a home with a respected ally. Lily hadn't expected this. She lived in a small apartment near the base. It wasn't prepared for an alien guest, but refusing would be an insult. I would be honored, Lily said, hoping her smile looked genuine. Later that evening, Lily opened the door to her apartment. It felt strange bringing the alien to her private space. The ambassador ducked to enter the doorway. It's not very big, Lily apologized. Nixara looked around with interest. It is filled with your life. This makes it valuable. She touched a photo of Lily's family with gentle fingers. Lily showed her the spare room where she could sleep. This will not do, Nixara said, looking confused. Is something wrong with the room? Lily asked. You misunderstand Veldorian custom, the ambassador said. When we are guests, we must share sleep space with our host. It is our way since ancient times when our people were hunted by predators. We watched over each other in sleep. Lily felt her face grow hot. You mean we need to share a bed? Is this not acceptable? Nixara asked. I understand humans have different customs. Lily thought quickly. This was a diplomatic mission. Cultural understanding was the whole point. It's fine, she said. We can share my room. That night was one of the strangest in Lily's life. She lay as still as possible on her side of the bed. Nixara lay on the other side, her skin giving off a faint glow in the darkness. The alien didn't seem to need blankets, but she had politely followed Lily's bedtime routine. Lily couldn't sleep. How could she with an alien from another world just inches away? She stared at the ceiling for hours. It was nearly midnight when Lily heard it, a small sound, like a whimper. She turned carefully to look at her guest. Nixara was asleep, but her face was twisted in what looked like pain. The calm mask she wore during the day was gone. In sleep, she looked troubled. As Lily watched, the alien's body twitched and she made another sound, like someone in deep pain. Then Lily noticed something strange. The ambassador had worn a high-collared outfit all day, but now in the thin sleeping clothes, Lily could see her back. Between her shoulder blades markings were visible, intricate patterns that were now glowing with a red light. They pulsed, like a heartbeat, growing brighter, then dimmer. Without thinking, Lily reached out. Her fingers barely touched one of the glowing marks. Nixara cried out, words in her own language that Lily couldn't understand, but she didn't need to understand the words to recognize the sound of someone who was suffering. The alien's eyes flew open, their color now a deep purple. For a moment, she stared at Lily with an expression of pure fear. Then, like a door closing, her diplomatic mask returned. "Forgive me," Nixara said, her voice steady once again. "Dreams sometimes disturb my rest." "The marks on your back," Lily said. "They're glowing. Are you hurt?" Something flashed in Nixara's eyes. Surprise, maybe. Fear? "It is nothing," she said quickly. "A reaction to Earth's atmosphere. It will pass." But Lily had seen the pain in her face. It wasn't nothing, and she was sure that whatever caused those marks to glow red in the darkness had nothing to do with Earth's atmosphere. Lily didn't press further, but as she finally drifted to sleep, she couldn't forget what she had seen. The perfect, composed ambassador was hiding something that caused her great pain. And Lily had a feeling that discovering the truth might be dangerous for both of them. In her sleep, Nixara whispered words in her language again. This time, Lily thought she heard one word that sounded like war. The next morning, Lily woke to find Nixara already dressed and standing by the window. The alien's silver skin caught the sunlight, making her look like a statue. "Good morning," Lily said, sitting up. "Did you sleep well?" "Well enough," Nixara replied, not turning from the window. "Your sun is very yellow. Ours is more blue." Lily got up and prepared for the day. They had meetings scheduled with Earth's leaders. As she made coffee, she wondered about the glowing marks she had seen on Nixara's back. Should she mention them again? The ambassador clearly didn't want to talk about them. On the way to the meeting, Lily stopped at her office to check her messages. While Nixara waited in the hall, Lily quickly searched the database for information about Veldorian markings. Most of what she found was basic cultural information, nothing about glowing red marks that caused pain. But then she saw something interesting. In an old file about Veldorian history, there was a picture of ancient warriors. They had marks on their backs that looked similar to what Lily had seen on Nixara. The file said these were elite soldiers from a time when Veldorians were more warlike. The marks were signs of rank and special training, but that didn't make sense. All reports said Veldorians had been peaceful explorers for hundreds of years. Why would an ambassador have warrior markings? Lily closed the file when Nixara entered the room. "Are you ready, Commander?" the alien asked. Lily nodded, putting on her professional face. "Yes, Ambassador. Let's go." The meeting went well. Earth's leaders were impressed with Nixara's knowledge of human culture. She spoke about trade, cultural exchange, and scientific cooperation. Everyone seemed excited about the future relationship between humans and Veldorians. After the meeting, Lily got a call from her boss, Admiral Sue Porter. "Commander, we have a situation," the Admiral said. "Something is happening with our defense systems. Someone is testing our networks looking for weaknesses." "A hacker?" Lily asked. "Maybe, but they're using methods we've never seen before, very advanced." The Admiral lowered her voice. "It started the day the Veldorian arrived." Lily looked across, the room where Nixara was talking with some scientists. "You don't think—" "I don't know what to think," Admiral Porter said, "but keep your eyes open. Something doesn't feel right about this." That night, back at the apartment, Lily watched Nixara more carefully. The alien was using a small device to send a message home. "Daily report?" Lily asked casually. Nixara nodded. "Yes. My people are eager to hear how things are progressing." Later, as they prepared for bed, Lily noticed that Nixara kept her back turned away, making sure her sleeping clothes covered the area where the marks had glowed. In the middle of the night, Lily woke to strange sounds again. Nixara was having another nightmare worse than before. She thrashed in the bed, her hands clawing at her back. The red glow was visible even through her clothes now. "No," the alien moaned. "Not again, please, not again." Lily reached out, touching Nixara's shoulder gently. "Nixara, wake up. You're dreaming." The alien's eyes opened, glowing bright purple in the dark room. For a moment she looked at Lily, without recognition. Then she sat up quickly, moving away. "I disturbed you. I apologize." "What were you dreaming about?" Lily asked softly. Nixara was silent for a long time. "The past," she finally said. "Things I have seen. Things I have done." "The marks on your back," Lily said. "They're military insignia, aren't they? From the old days of your people." Nixara's head snapped up, her eyes wide. "How do you know this?" "I saw a picture in our files. Elite warriors had marks like that." Lily hesitated. "But Veldorians haven't been warriors for centuries. Why do you have them?" The alien stood and walked to the window. The moonlight made her skin shimmer. "Not everything about my people is in your files, Commander," she said quietly. "Some truths are kept hidden." "Even from your own people?" Lily asked. Nixara turned, her face showing surprise. "You are perceptive." "What are you really doing here, Ambassador?" Lily asked. "Are you spying on our defenses?" "No," Nixara said. Quickly. "That is not my purpose." She touched her back where the marks were. "These were not my choice. They were put there when I was young, when I was chosen to serve." "Serve as what?" Nixara didn't answer directly. "You should know, Commander, that I am not what I appear to be. My coming here has put you in danger, perhaps put your whole world in danger." Lily felt a chill. "What do you mean?" Before Nixara could answer, her communication device made a sound. She picked it up, read something, and her face changed. She looked afraid. "What is it?" Lily asked. "A ship has been detected near your Jupiter outpost," Nixara said. "Your people don't see it yet because it's cloaked, but it's there." "How do you know?" Nixara touched her back. "Because they're connected to me, through these marks. They can see what I see, know where I am." Her voice grew urgent. "Lily, listen to me. You must tell your leaders to prepare. They're coming." "Who is coming?" Lily demanded. "The ones I used to serve, the ones who still rule my world from the shadows." Nixara's eyes glowed brighter. "They're coming to test Earth's strength, and if you fail the test, they will destroy you just as they have destroyed others." "Why are you telling me this?" Lily asked. "You're betraying your own people." "Because they are not my people anymore," Nixara said, pain clear in her voice. "I have seen too much death. I cannot watch another world burn." She stepped closer to Lily. "And because when you saw my pain last night, you did not turn away. No one has ever seen my pain before." Lily's mind raced. If what Nixara was saying was true, Earth was in terrible danger. But could she trust an alien who had already admitted to lying? "I need proof," Lily said. "Something to convince my leaders." Nixara nodded. "Tomorrow your Jupiter outpost will report a strange energy reading. The day after, one of your satellites will stop working. These are the first signs." She looked out at the night sky. "We don't have much time. They're already watching." That night, neither of them slept. They sat together by the window, looking up at the stars where hidden dangers lurked. The distance between them had changed. They were no longer diplomat and host. They were two beings facing a common threat. And as the night passed, Lily realized that the pain she had seen in Nixara went beyond physical suffering. It was the pain of someone who had seen terrible things and done terrible things. Someone seeking redemption. "What will happen to you?" Lily asked. "If your people find out you've warned us?" Nixara touched the marks on her back. They will activate the punishment protocol. These marks will burn through my body. Her voice was calm, accepting. But it will be worth it if Earth survives. Earth prepared for war. Using Nixara's information, they adjusted their weapons and defenses. Scientists worked day and night to understand Veldorian technology. Soldiers trained for battle scenarios they never imagined possible. Admiral Porter assigned Lily to stay with Nixara. The alien was both valuable ally and potential threat. They moved to a secure underground facility, where Nixara continued to share everything she knew about her people's battle strategies. The lead ship will attack from the front, she explained, pointing to a map of Earth's orbit. But it's a distraction. The real threat will come from behind your moon, where 2 destroyers will wait. How do you know their exact strategy? A general asked, suspicious. Nixara's face showed no emotion. Because it was my strategy. I designed it for other worlds we conquered. The humans in the room exchanged uneasy glances. It was hard to reconcile. This helpful alien with someone who had planned the destruction of civilizations. Later, in their shared quarters, Lily found Nixara sitting on the floor, eyes closed. The marks on her back glowed faintly, not the angry red of the punishment cycle, but a softer pulse. Are you okay? Lily asked. I'm trying to reach others, Nixara explained without opening her eyes. The nodes can be used for communication if one knows how. Other Veldorians who might help us? Yes. Nixara opened her eyes, which were now a deep green color. I don't know if it's working. The council may be blocking my signals. That night they shared a bed again, though now it was for practical reasons. The bunker had limited space and they had grown used to each other's presence. Lily, Nixara said in the darkness, there's something I haven't told you. Lily turned to face her. What is it? The fleet that's coming. Nixara's voice was tight with emotion. I used to command it. Lily felt as if the air had been sucked from the room. You were their leader? For many years. I led attacks on 3 worlds. Millions died following my orders. Nixara's eyes glowed with remembered horror. The council trusted me completely, until Nalthus. What happened at Nalthus? We were ordered to destroy their main cities as a show of force. The council wanted their resources. Nixara's voice grew quieter. But during the attack, I saw a child looking up at my ship, a small girl, holding a toy. She wasn't running or screaming, she was just looking. Nixara closed her eyes but continued. In that moment, something broke inside me. I gave the order to stop the attack. My second-in-command refused. We fought. People died. My people and theirs. And after? I was captured, brought back to Veldor. The council decided I was still useful but no longer trustworthy. They enhanced the control nodes, assigned me to diplomatic missions where I could be closely monitored. She touched her back. Every night since then, I dream of that child, of all the children on all the worlds. Lily didn't know what to say. How do you respond to a confession of genocide? But looking at Nixara's face, seeing the genuine anguish there, she understood that the alien was already suffering a punishment greater than anything humans could devise. You're trying to make amends, Lily said finally. That counts for something. The next day brought news. Earth's long-range sensors detected the Veldorian fleet approaching Mars. 15 large ships, moving in formation. They'll reach Earth orbit in 12 hours, Admiral Porter announced. All defense systems are ready. There's something wrong, Nixara said, studying the sensor data. This approach is too direct. Where are the cloaked ships? The flanking maneuvers? Maybe they don't think we're a serious threat, someone suggested. No. Nixara shook her head. My replacement would never be so careless. She turned to Lily. Something else is happening. Hours later, they got their answer. A small, Veldorian ship approached Earth alone ahead of the fleet. It broadcast a message, not to Earth's leaders, but directly to the frequency of Nixara's communication device. The message was in the Veldorian language. As Nixara listened, her eyes widened. changing to a bright gold color Lily had never seen before. "What is it?" Lily asked when the message ended. "My messages reached them," Nixara said, her voice trembling with emotion. "There's been an uprising on 5 Veldorian ships, warriors and crew who no longer want to serve the Council." "A rebellion?" "Yes. The ship that sent the message is led by Commander Valen. He was once my second in command before." She didn't need to finish. Before she had ordered the attack stopped. "Can we trust them?" Admiral Porter asked. "I don't know," Nixara admitted. "It could be a trick by the Council to get us to lower our defenses." "What does your gut tell you?" Lily asked. Nixara touched her back where the control nodes were. "The punishment cycle hasn't activated since I received the message. If the Council knew I was communicating with rebels, they would have triggered it immediately." Admiral Porter made a decision. "Allow the ship to approach, but keep all weapons locked on it." The small Veldorian ship landed on Earth. From it emerged 3 aliens who looked similar to Nixara, though their skin had different patterns. The leader, Valen, was broader than Nixara, with eyes that stayed a steady bronze color. The reunion between Nixara and her former second-in-command was tense. They spoke in their language for several minutes while humans watched nervously. Finally, Nixara turned to explain. 5 ships have joined the rebellion. They're fighting with the Council's loyal ships near Jupiter right now." 5 ships against 10? Admiral Porter asked. "Those aren't good odds." "Better than Earth alone against 15, Valen said in perfect English. "And we have surprise on our side. The Council never imagined their own warriors would turn against them." Nixara continued. "We need to prepare for those ships that break through. The Council will send whatever forces they have left directly to Earth." The next hours were chaos. Reports came in from the battle near Jupiter. 3 Council ships destroyed, 2 rebel ships badly damaged. The remaining Council fleet, 7 ships strong, heading for Earth. Earth's defenses were ready. Missiles were launched as soon as the Veldorian ships came into range. Fighter jets took off to engage smaller enemy craft. From the command center, Lily watched the battle unfold. It was like nothing humans had ever experienced. Energy weapons that cut through metal like paper, force fields that stopped missiles. Mid-flight, "They're breaking through our first defense line," someone reported. "As expected," Nixara said calmly. She and Valen were working with Earth's military leaders, adjusting strategy in real time. But something was wrong. Nixara suddenly gasped in pain, bending over. The control nodes on her back glowed bright red through her clothes. "What's happening?" Lily asked, rushing to her side. "The Council, they've activated full punishment protocol," Nixara managed to say through gritted teeth. Valen looked grim. "They know she's here, working against them. They're trying to kill her through the nodes." "Can you stop it?" Lily asked. "No. Once activated, only the Council can deactivate it." Valen supported Nixara as her legs gave out. "Or death will end it. There must be another way," Lily insisted. A scientist who had been studying Veldorian technology stepped forward. "Maybe, if we can block the signal." "The signal is internal now," Valen explained. "The nodes are programmed. They'll continue their cycle until they burn out her nervous system. Then we remove them," the scientist suggested. "That's never been done," Valen said. "The nodes are fused to the spine." "We have to try something," Lily insisted. She looked at Nixara, whose silver skin was now beaded with sweat, her eyes flickering between colors rapidly. In the background, reports continued about the battle in orbit. The Veldorian Council ships were pressing their attack. Earth's defenses were holding, but barely. Nixara reached out and gripped Lily's hand. "Let me help finish this," she gasped. "Then worry about me." Despite her pain, Nixara continued to advise Earth's forces. She identified weak points in the Council ship's defenses, predicted their maneuvers before they happened. "The flagship," she said, pointing at a display with a shaking hand. "All commands flow from it. If it falls, the others will be disorganized." Following her guidance, Earth forces concentrated their attack on the Veldorian flagship. Rebel Veldorian ships joined. The assault. The combined attack was too much. The flagship's shields failed, and it exploded in a ball of blue-white fire. As Nixara had predicted, the remaining council ships fell into disarray. 2 more were destroyed before the last 4 retreated, jumping away into space. "We've won," Admiral Porter announced, her face showing disbelief. "We actually won," but the victory felt hollow to Lily. Nixara had collapsed, the pain too intense to fight anymore. The control nodes on her back were now burning through her clothes, filling the room with an acrid smell. "She's dying," Valen said quietly. "The nodes are cooking her from the inside." "No," Lily said firmly. "I won't accept that. Get the medical team now." The next morning came with news that made Lily's blood run cold. The Jupiter outpost had indeed detected strange energy readings, just as Nixara had predicted. "This proves nothing," Admiral Porter said when Lily reported what the alien had told her. "She could have caused the reading herself." "I don't think so," Lily argued. "She's trying to help us." The Admiral wasn't convinced. "We'll increase our alert level, but I'm not going to cause a panic based on the word of an alien we barely know." When Lily returned to her apartment that evening, she found Nixara looking through Lily's computer files. The alien didn't try to hide what she was doing. "These are classified defense documents," Lily said, anger rising in her voice. "You shouldn't have access to them." "I need to know if Earth has any chance against what's coming," Nixara said. "Based on what I see, here you don't." Lily closed the computer. "You need to tell me everything. No more secrets." Nixara nodded slowly. "Close the door." For the next hour, the alien revealed the truth. The Veldorians were not the peaceful explorers they claimed to be. A secret military council still controlled their society, using diplomacy as a cover while they assessed other worlds. "The marks on my back," Nixara explained, "are control nodes. I was part of an elite unit called the Shadow Fleet. We were sent to worlds that the council considered threats or valuable targets." "And what did you do to these worlds?" Lily asked, afraid of the answer. Nixara's eyes darkened. "Sometimes we made peaceful contact, like I did here. Sometimes we tested their defenses, looking for weaknesses. And sometimes," her voice faltered, "sometimes we destroyed them." "Your people commit genocide?" Lily couldn't keep the horror from her voice. "The council sees it as survival. Resources in our part of the galaxy are limited. They believe only the strongest should survive." Nixara's face showed shame. "I believed it too once, until I saw what we did to the people of Nalthus. They were peaceful, much like humans. We turned their world to ash in a single day. And Earth? What do they plan for us? They haven't decided. Yet that's why I'm here, to assess your strength, your resources." Nixara looked directly at Lily. "But I decided to warn you instead. I can't watch another world die." "The ship near Jupiter?" "A scout vessel. More will follow. Soon." Lily tried to process everything. "We need to warn Earth's leaders. They need to prepare." "They won't believe you," Nixara said. "Not without proof, and by the time you have proof it will be too late." The next day, just as Nixara had predicted, one of Earth's satellites went silent. Then another. Earth's leaders called an emergency meeting. Images from a telescope near Mars were shown on a large screen. They revealed a dark, angular ship with red markings. Lily felt Nixara tense beside her. The alien's face had gone pale. "You recognize that ship?" Admiral Porter said, watching Nixara closely. "It's a Hunter-class vessel," Nixara said quietly. "Used for initial reconnaissance." "And the markings?" the Admiral pressed. "They look similar to those on your back that Commander West reported seeing." Nixara didn't deny it. "They are the insignia of the Shadow Fleet." The room erupted in angry voices. Some officials called for Nixara's arrest. Others demanded to know what Earth was facing. "How many ships?" someone asked. "How much time do we have?" "At least 20 ships," Nixara answered. "Large battle cruisers, not just scouts. They will arrive in 5 Earth days." "And their weapons? Their weaknesses?" Nixara hesitated. then made her decision. I will tell you everything I know. How to detect them through their cloaking, the weak points in their shields. Admiral Porter's eyes narrowed. Why would you betray your own people? How do we know this isn't a trick? Feel free to arrest me, Nixara said calmly. Lock me away, but please listen to what I have to say. It's Earth's only chance. Later, in a secure room, Nixara drew diagrams of Veldorian ships and weapons. She explained their tactics, their technology. With each word, she was committing treason against her people. The control nodes on my back, she explained to Lily when they were alone. The Council can activate them at any time. They can track me, hear what I say. She touched her back. They can also use them to punish me. Can they be removed? Lily asked. Not without killing me. They're connected to my spine, my nervous system. Nixara gave a small smile. It doesn't matter. I've already said too much. They know I've betrayed them. That night, back in Lily's apartment where they were still staying despite officials wanting to move Nixara to a secure facility, the alien suddenly collapsed. Her back arched in pain, the marks glowing bright red through her clothes. What's happening? Lily cried, rushing to her side. Punishment protocol, Nixara gasped. They've activated the nodes. Lily helped her to the bed. Nixara's skin was burning hot, her breathing labored. The red glow pulsed like angry heartbeats. What can I do? Lily asked, feeling helpless. Nothing, Nixara said between pained breaths. It will pass, or it will kill me. For hours, Lily sat beside her, holding her hand. She placed cool cloths on Nixara's forehead, gave her water when she could drink. The alien's pain was so intense that sometimes she lost consciousness, only to wake screaming minutes later. In her delirium, Nixara spoke in her native language. Sometimes she seemed to be begging for forgiveness. Other times, she called out commands as if she were back on her ship ordering an attack. So much death, she whispered once in English. Whole world's gone. Children, Lily. I saw children burning. Near dawn, the punishment cycle finally ended. Nixara lay exhausted, her silver skin now dull gray. The marks on her back had left burn, patterns visible on the sheets. Why did you do it? Lily asked softly. Why betray everything you knew only to suffer like this? Nixara's eyes, now a tired blue color, met Lily's. Because when you saw my pain that first night, you showed concern. Not fear, not disgust. Concern. She took a shaky breath. In that moment, I knew I couldn't be part of destroying a species capable of such empathy. Lily's communicator buzzed. It was Admiral Porter. Commander, we've detected multiple ships entering the solar system, the Admiral said, her voice tense. They're heading straight for Earth. How many? Lily asked. At least 15 that we can track. Our weapons are ready, but based on what your friend told us, I don't know if there'll be enough. After the call ended, Lily looked at Nixara. Can your people be reasoned with? Is there any chance for peace? Nixara slowly shook her head. The Council has decided. Earth is too close to developing technology that could threaten Veldor. They won't stop until your world is secure, either under their control or destroyed. Then we fight, Lily said, her jaw set firm. Yes. Nixara struggled to sit up. And I will help you. But there's something else you should know. She looked out the window at the dawn sky. I didn't just betray my mission. Before I left, I sent messages to others like me, those who have seen too much death and want no more part in it. Other Veldorians? Yes. Warriors who have grown tired of war. Scientists who create weapons but dream of building instead. If they received my messages, if they choose to act. Her voice held a small note of hope. Then perhaps Earth is not alone in this fight. The medical bay was a flurry of activity. Earth's best doctors worked alongside Veldorian rebels who had medical knowledge. Nixara lay face down on a special table, her back exposed. The control nodes were visible now, metal devices embedded along her spine. They glowed an angry red, burning the surrounding skin. "We need to remove them," Lily insisted. "If we do that, she might die," said Dr. Helen Gray, Earth's leading surgeon. "These devices are connected directly to her nervous system. She'll die for certain if we do nothing," Valen pointed out. "The punishment protocol is designed to be fatal." Dr. Gray studied the scans of Nixara's back. "We could try to block the signals first, then remove the nodes one by one." "Whatever you do, do it fast," Valen urged. "She doesn't have much time." Lily stayed by Nixara's side as the doctors prepared. The alien was barely conscious, her breathing shallow. "Stay with me," Lily whispered, holding Nixara's hand. "You've fought too hard to give up now." Nixara's eyes flickered open, now a deep blue color. "Lily," she said, her voice barely audible. "If I don't survive, know that meeting you changed everything." Before Lily could respond, the doctors moved her aside. The delicate surgery began. First, they tried to block the signals from the nodes using a device the Veldorian rebels had created. It worked partially. The red glow dimmed but didn't stop completely. "Now for the hard part," Dr. Gray said. "Removing the nodes without damaging her spine." The surgery lasted hours. One by one, the doctors carefully cut around each node, disconnecting it from Nixara's nervous system. Some of the nodes fought back, sending out energy pulses that burned the doctors' hands, but they continued, determined to save the alien who had saved Earth. Meanwhile, reports came in from around the world. The Veldorian retreat was complete. The Council ships had left the solar system. The rebel ships remained in orbit, helping to clean up debris from the battle. A message arrived from Veldor itself. With the Council's fleet defeated and evidence of their secret wars exposed, a revolution had begun on the Veldorian home world. The Council was being overthrown. A new government was forming, one committed to peaceful relations with other species. In the medical bay, the final node was removed from Nixara's back. 7 small metallic devices lay in a container, no longer glowing. In their place, Nixara's back now bore 7 surgical wounds carefully closed. "Will she live?" Lily asked Dr. Gray. "We've done everything we can," the doctor replied. "The rest is up to her." For 3 days, Nixara remained unconscious. Lily rarely left her side, sleeping in a chair next to the bed. Valian visited often, bringing news from Veldor. "The provisional government wants to make formal apologies to all worlds the Council threatened," he reported. "They're asking if Nixara would return as a representative." "If she survives," Lily said, looking at the still form on the bed. On the 4th day, Nixara's eyes opened. They were silver now, matching her skin with no color at all. "Lily?" she whispered. "I'm here," Lily said, taking her hand. "You're safe. The nodes are gone." Nixara tried to move, then winced. "I feel different. Empty." "The doctor said you might feel that way. The nodes were part of you for so long." Lily hesitated. "Do you remember what happened? The battle?" "Pieces," Nixara admitted. "We won?" "Yes. Earth is safe. And Veldor has changed. The Council is gone." Nixara closed her eyes. "Then it was worth it." Over the next weeks, Nixara slowly recovered. Her strength returned gradually. The wounds on her back healed, leaving silver scars where the nodes had been. She learned to live without the constant presence of the control devices in her system. Earth's leaders debated what to do with her. Some still saw her as a war criminal, responsible for the destruction of other worlds. Others viewed her as a hero who had saved Earth at great personal cost. "They've offered me a position," Nixara told Lily one evening as they sat together in the garden of the recovery facility. "Official ambassador from the new Veldorian government." "That's great," Lily said, though her heart sank at the thought of Nixara leaving. "You'd be perfect for it." I turned it down. Lily looked up in surprise. "Why?" Nixara touched her back, feeling the scars. "I've spent my life serving Veldor, following orders. Even my rebellion was about my people's future." She looked at Lily. "For once, I want to choose my own path." "And what path is that?" Lily asked. I don't know yet, but I'd like to find out here, on Earth. Nixara hesitated. If I'm welcome. Admiral Porter had been working with Earth's governments on that very question. A decision was reached. Nixara would be granted asylum on Earth. She would work as an advisor on alien technologies and cultures, helping humans prepare for a future among the stars, not as a prisoner or as a representative of Veldor, Admiral Porter explained, but as herself, an individual who has chosen Earth. 1 month after the battle, Lily and Nixara returned to Lily's apartment. It felt strange to be back where everything had started, where Lily had first seen the pain Nixara had been hiding. That night, they shared a bed again. Not because of alien custom or limited space, but by choice. Does it still hurt? Lily asked, gently touching one of the scars on Nixara's back. Sometimes, Nixara admitted, but a different kind of pain now. A reminder, not a punishment. She turned to face Lily. On Veldor, we have a saying, pain shared is pain divided. But I've learned something different here on Earth. What's that? Lily asked. That pain witnessed by someone who cares is the beginning of healing. Nixara's eyes, now a warm gold color, met Lily's. You saw my pain when no one else would look, and you stayed. Outside the window, stars filled the night sky. Among them were Veldorian ships, not invaders now but allies helping to establish a new era of cooperation. Earth had faced its first major test as a spacefaring species, and had not only survived but thrived. And in a small apartment in the city, 2 beings from different worlds found something neither had expected, understanding that bridged the vast distances between stars. Nixara still had nightmares sometimes. The memories of what she had done would never completely fade. But now when she woke trembling in the night, she wasn't alone. Lily was there, a steady presence in the darkness. The scars on Nixara's back had changed over time. The angry red had faded, replaced by a soft, silvery blue that sometimes glowed gently in the dark. Earth scientists couldn't explain it. But Nixara had a theory. On Veldor, we believe energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed, she told Lily. The energy that once caused pain is still there, but changed into something new. 6 months after the invasion, a message came from Veldor. The new government was establishing a memorial for all worlds destroyed under the Council's rule. They asked if Nixara would attend the ceremony. Will you go? Lily asked. Nixara considered it carefully. Yes. I need to face what I was part of. But I won't go as their representative. She took Lily's hand. And I won't go alone. Together they would travel to Veldor. Together they would face the ghosts of the past. And together they would return to Earth, where a new future waited. The way. Night before their departure, as they lay side by side, Nixara spoke softly in the darkness. When I first came to Earth, I followed the custom of sharing sleep space because it was tradition, a way for guests and hosts to watch over each other through the night. She turned to face Lily. I never imagined that by sharing a bed, you would truly see me. See my pain. See beyond what I pretended to be. Lily touched Nixara's face gently. And I never imagined that an alien custom would lead me to understand so much about pain, forgiveness, and healing. She smiled. Or that I'd find a partner from another world. Outside their window, a shooting star streaked across the sky. Once, Lily might have seen it as just a beautiful natural phenomenon. Now she wondered what stories it carried from distant worlds. The universe had opened up to humanity, with all its dangers and wonders, and in the most unexpected way, through pain witnessed and shared, 2 beings from different stars had found their way to each other. Whatever comes next, Nixara said, her eyes glowing softly in the darkness. We face it together. Together, Lily agreed, and in that simple word was a promise that spanned worlds.